Any road infrastructure, especially in the smaller areas. Those have changed. There was no localization. Very few components were being made. But today it is, we have 96% localization in Maruti Suzuki. If you see the other aspects, also whether it is in terms of the capacity itself, we have a capacity of close to 22 lakhs, going up to 10 more lakh in the next year and further in the next few years by another 10 lakhs. So we should go up to 40 lakhs. There was no export of vehicles from our country. Today Maruti exports this year probably close to 300,000 vehicles, which is like $2 billion only from Maruti Suzuki. So things have changed dramatically, and of course consumers have changed too. They've become very experimentative. No longer is it about functionality for buying the products. It's about aspiration. And that, I believe, is the biggest change. The aspiration of India is, I believe, the biggest change that has happened. And that is reflected in the cars which we purchase, in the products that we aspire for, and of course in the volumes that you see in the different industries.
And though, Shashank, you're making it sound very simple, but I think there is this dichotomy that people always think. Maruti has a lot of reputation. There is such a brand recall, dependability, people trust it. The first car has to be a Maruti. Now, with the market opening up, with the kind of players we've had, and like you yourself said, at a point, cars were more about functionality till they became also aspirational. You have a new generation that is looking at multiple features, things keep moving, new players keep coming in. So to have that, tightrope balancing act of sticking with that brand value, that reputation, safety, and still be, forward looking. How does that happen? Yeah,
so beautiful question, because that's one of the big problems Maruti Suzuki has been grappling with. The Maruti Suzuki has been known for, as you said, dependability, reliability, value for money, low maintenance cost, great network, and so on. That is, of course, great for people who are looking for functionality. I remember in all these years, the Indian consumer has not been so experimentative. So these are the values which any consumer was looking for: fuel efficiency, low maintenance cost. And as Indian economy grew and our GDP grew, income levels grew, disposable income grew, aspiration came in. And we saw India, the new India. It is younger, more tech savvy, more aspirational. So in our automobile world, we started looking at two different sets of consumers. One is what we call Bharat, which still has a very high percentage weightage when it comes to buying criteria on functionality, on fuel efficiency, maintenance, etc. But there is also India, the young India. So you have to cater to both, because India is getting bigger and Bharat also continues to expand. So you have to do both. You can't do it with one brand. So we, in around 2015, said, if we want to address this more aspirational customer, let's start a new brand called Nexa. So we started with Nexa. It had all those values which we stood for, but more. It was about creativity, it was about innovation. That reflected in the design. It has reflected in the type of communication that we do. It is also reflected in type of technologies that we use. So we are now changed. In fact, just for the information of people here, Nexa, if it were as an independent brand, would be the third largest manufacturer in the country, after Maruti Suzuki and one more. So it's become very big in the last 8 years, selling in excess of 600,000 now in this year. So I think it's been a great journey, and we need to push this image part, the aspiration quotient in Maruti brand going forward. And that's what we are trying to do with our products, with our marketing strategies, with our investments in media and so on.
Shashank, when you say this, because I also personally believe that we all learn from our challenges. Now, clearly this journey that you've taken over, trying to ensure that there is this balance between safety, dependability, and, matching the future with it, it doesn't come without challenges. Now, what have been the kind of challenges, and more so when you speak about both Bharat and India, trying to unite all of them together under that Maruti brand. How has that happened?
Yeah, so very challenging because as you can imagine, we are a legacy brand. Change that image